Hello and welcome to another On Deck Baseball gameplay video. Today we have opening night in the ODBLL, the On Deck Baseball Legends League. The matchup is going to consist of the Leviathan taking on the Captains. These two teams have been going at it in the On Deck Facebook community group. In posts and comments, it's been really entertaining to watch, and we're going to see who takes the first game of the season here. We're going to do something a little bit different today. For this league, I am using my nice shiny new tablet and using an app called Game Changer. Might have a video on that later, but I've been enjoying the app so far and still growing accustomed to it, so it might take a little bit longer to play this game. But enough about that, let's get on to these teams. The Leviathan, they are the visiting team. I got my books all set up for the league. I'm going to get little images there as well. Big shout out to Ray again for these beautiful logos. On the mound for Leviathan, we have Bob Feller. Now, these cards are career cards, 5-year peak averages for the players. Bob Feller, a 2.64 ERA with a 1.22 whip over that 5-year span. And then leading off, we got Jackie Robinson, second base. Oscar Charleston, batting second. Willie Wells, the shortstop, batting third. Hank Greenberg is going to be batting fourth. Mule Suttles, batting fifth. Frank Robinson, batting sixth. Joe Mauer batting 7th, Freddie Lindstrom batting 8th, and Ed Roush batting 9th. So a stellar lineup here for the Leviathan as they go for their first win of the season. And for the Captains, another great logo there, we have Old Hoss on the mound. A 2.10 ERA, 1.04 whip over that 5-year peak. So a fantastic performance over those 5 years for Old Hoss. And then leading off, we have Ty Cobb. Honus Wagner batting second, Lou Gehrig batting third, Manny Ramirez batting fourth, Sammy Sosa batting fifth, Eddie Matthews in the sixth spot, Ivan Rodriguez behind the plate in the seventh, Collins at second base batting eighth, and Ichiro Suzuki batting ninth. Not very often you see Suzuki batting in the 9-hole, but with these lineups there are no holes. I am expecting a little bit more offense for this league because as good as these pitchers are, there's no holes in these lineups. So the offense probably will be up a little bit, which could be exciting. It'll be even more exciting as we get some pitchers duels going forward. So we're going to go ahead and switch up these books, switch up these pitchers, and get this game going. If you could, hit that thumbs up, leave a comment below. That all helps these videos gain some traction. And we're going to move forward with opening night of the ODBLL using Game Changer. It's a very nice app. I really do enjoy it. It keeps stats for you. It compiles everything for your league. It's really been fun getting accustomed to it. So we're going to switch these guys over. Now, you'll notice that I don't have score sheets, and that's because of the app. One thing I used to do with the score sheets was to have the lefty-righty split so I can keep the batters or the pitcher's cards backs facing forward. Not doing that with this. However, I am keeping track of the fatigue on a separate piece of paper. This is the only writing I'm going to be doing, only because I can't do it in the app. So moving forward, if I get any fatigue issues, I'll have it written down there. All right, so we're going to have Jackie Robinson, the first batter of the game here against Old Hoss. It's going to be righty versus righty. It's a -1, and we go with first pitch in the ODBLL, the On Deck Baseball Legends League. So one roll of the die, righty versus righty, -1. It's going to be a pitcher's card right away for Old Hoss. And that's going to be a 10-2 is going to be a pop out to left field. So what we're going to do there, I'll just show you real quick. You're going to hit pitch, ball in play, pop fly, batter is out on a pop out to left field. Simple as that. First out is calculated. We're going to go to Oscar Charleston now. He's batting left-handed. Old Hoss is a -4, so it's going to be a +1 on a roll now. That's going to be a batter's card for Charleston. A 4-4 is going to be another pop-out. Going to see where that goes. So Hoss is jamming these two first batters, and that's going to be a pop-out to first. So we're going to do the same thing here. Ball in play, pop fly, pop-out. Gehrig picks it up. And that's going to bring up Willie Wells. Negro League's legend, Willie Wells. He batted .374 over 162 game-based average. That's how the Negro League's career cards are calculated. He's going to be righty versus righty. It's an equal roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Wells. A 10-5 is a base hit. So we have our first base hit of the game. We're going to see where that goes. That base hit is going to go to center. So for that, we're going to do ball in play. We'll say it's a line drive, a single to center field. That's going to bring up Hank Greenberg. It's going to be a -1. Knock my camera a little bit. And it's going to be a batter's card for Greenberg. A 10-10 right off the bat. Hank Greenberg knocks it out of the park, and we have a 2-run shot, and quickly the Leviathan are out in front. So we're going to do pitch, ball in play, fly ball, home run to right field, and we are up 2-0 Leviathan. Mule Subtle is now the batter. It's going to be -1 on the roll. That's going to be a pitcher's card. 4-1 is a ground out, and that ground ball is going to go to third base. So for that, we're going to do pitch, ball in play, ground ball, batter is out at first, hit Wagner over to first, and done. Alright, so now we head over to the captains, trying to come back from a 2-0 deficit here early in the first. Bob Feller on the mound. Ty Cobb is going to be leading off. He is a left-handed batter. It's going to be +2 on a roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Cobb. A 7-5 is a base hit. Base hit's going to go to center, and we have 1 on, nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Honus Wagner, the batter. It's going to be -1. It's going to be a pitcher's card. We have a 4-4 is going to be a line out. So Wagner gets a piece of it, but sharply hits it to the shortstop for the line out. So no chance of double play there. And now Gehrig is the batter. Gehrig, a .354 average over a 5-year span, 39 home runs. So the Iron Horse definitely performing over that time span. It's going to be a +2. That's going to be a batter's card for Gehrig. And 8-6 is a base hit. That base hit is going to go to right field. And we have first and second, 1 away. And Manny Bean Manny is up. He is a right-handed batter. It's going to be -1. That's going to be a batter's card for Manny. Can he drive in some runs here? 6-1 is a strikeout, so he cannot. That's going to be a swing and a miss for strike 3. And we're heading over to Sammy Sosa. I just want you to take a look at this 5-year span, and people obviously say different things about Sosa's career, but 58 home runs over a 5-year peak average, 306 average. I mean, that's just crazy. All right. So, Sosa is the batter. It's going to be -2. That's going to be a pitcher's card for Feller. And 8-2 is a flyout, so he gets a piece of it. This is going to be the last out of the inning here, as he will fly out to center. So Feller gets the better of the captains, as they are unable to match the 2 runs from the Leviathan's first inning. And we head over to the top of the second. And that is going to be Frank Robinson up. Old Hoss dealing. It's going to be -1 on a roll. That's going to be a pitcher's card. A 4-1 is a ground out. Ground ball is going to go to first. So that's going to be a 3-1. And now Joe Mauer, the batter. One of the more modern era players in this lineup. Probably, yep, looks like the only one really, post 1980. Haas is a -5. Bauer is a left-handed batter, so it's going to be +1. That's going to be a batter's card for Mauer. A 10-1 is a walk. So Mauer draws a walk, and he will be on base with 1 away. Freddie Lindstrom, former New York Giant. He is a righty-righty, so it's -2. That's going to be a pitcher's card. A 7-4 is a flyout, so not a chance at a double play here, and that fly ball is going to go to left. Now Ed Roush coming up. .337 average over 5 years, 4 home runs, 24 stolen bases. Good defensive outfielder. It's going to be lefty versus righty. It's going to be +1. That's going to be a pitcher's card. Got 2 away here in the top of the first, and the 7-3 is going to be a flyout. And that flyout is going to go to center field. So we're headed to the bottom of the second with the Leviathan still up 2-0. Bob Feller still in the game, obviously, with us the second inning. We have Eddie Matthews, the batter. Matthews, left-handed batter, is going to be +1. That's going to be a batter's card for Matthews. 7-5 is a walk. So Matthews will draw the walk on 4 pitches. And that is something Feller did a lot of. Look, over a 5-year peak, 225 strikeouts. Fantastic, right? But 125 walks. It's got a 1.22 whip. So you have a pretty good amount of positive outcomes on his matrix, but a lot of walks there. So you're going to see that out of Feller. It's whether or not he can work with it. And that's what we're going to see if he can do here. Ivan Rodriguez is the batter. It's going to be -2. That's going to be a pitcher's card. And a 2-1, and that's one of those strikeouts we were talking about. So called strike 3 on the corner, and Rodriguez is down 1 away with Eddie Collins, the batter. It's going to be +2. That's going to be a batter's card for Collins, a 347 hitter, but a 2-2 is a strikeout. So Feller walks 1 and comes back and strikes out the next 2. And we have 2 away here. In the bottom of the second, Ichiro Suzuki, the batter. It's going to be +1. That's going to be a pitcher's card for Feller. And a 3-1. He will strike out 3 batters in a row. It does not consist of a 1-2-3 inning, though, since he walked the first. But 3 strikeouts will get him out of the inning. And we are now heading to the top of the third. So now, something with this app that confused me at first, but see, we're going to the top of the order, and it says set batter. But if you hit set batter and then go to return to top of the order, you're all set. It only does that once. It just wants to make sure you have only 9 batters in the lineup. Kind of confused me the first go around. All right, so righty versus righty with Jackie Robinson. Now the batter, it's going to be a -1. That's going to be a batter's card for Robinson. 6-4 is a ground ball plus. We got to see where that ground ball goes. It's going to the third baseman. The third baseman's arm is a 4 on a risk first base chart. We got a 50-50 shot. Robinson beats it out for an infield hit. So Jackie Robinson getting a single on a ground ball to third. So we have 1 on, nobody out, and Oscar Charleston now the batter. It's +1. That's going to be a batter's card for Charleston. A blue 3, red 10 is a flyout. And that flyout is going to be going to left. Ramirez under it for the play. And that's going to bring up Willie Wells now. Wells is a 5 against righties and a 5 for Radbourn. It's equal roll. It's going to be a pitcher's card. We got 1 away here. And a 3-7 is going to be a flyout. And that flyout is going to center field. So Old Hoss getting the job done the last couple of innings after that disastrous first where this man hit a tank job, Hank Greenberg. And he is a right-handed batter at 4, so it's a -1. That's going to be a pitcher's card. And a 5-1 is going to get Old Hoss out of it as Greenberg will ground out to shortstop for the final out here in the top of the third. Alright, so now we are heading back to the top of the order, and Ty Cobb will be the batter here for the captains. It's going to be +2. It's going to be a batter's card for Cobb. A 6-1 is a line out. A line out going to short. Honus Wagner the batter. Wagner is 0 for 1 in the game. And it's going to be righty versus righty -1. That's going to go down to a pitcher's card. An 8-10 though is a base hit, so Wagner gets aboard with a single to right field. So now Mauer has a 4 arm. I think we're going to try and steal, get him in scoring position. So Feller's hold runners is a 4. The jump rating for Wagner is a 4. It's an equal roll. No chance at a pickoff. He does get the jump. It's a forearm on Mauer. Can Mauer gun down Wagner? We're going to see. 60% chance Wagner gets in there. We roll a 5. He does not. Mauer guns him down, trying to steal second. So for that, we are just going to take Wagner, bring him up to second on out, and a caught stealing. So a big play there, as Wagner is taken off the base paths, and we have 2 away now here in the bottom of the third. That's going to bring up Gehrig. Gehrig is a left-handed batter. It's +2 on the roll. That's a batter's card for Gehrig. And an 8-8. I thought it was a home run, but it is not. It is a double. And now you start thinking, should we have tried to steal that base? You never know. But that could have gotten a run across. All right, Bob Feller against Manny Ramirez, a -1 here. That's going to go down to a pitcher's card. Can Feller get out of it? A 7-6. He cannot. It's going to be a walk. Ramirez will draw the walk, and we have first and second, 2 away. Sammy Sosa, dangerous bat here. It's going to be -2. It's going to be a batter's card, not a matrix you want if you're Feller. But a 110 is going to be a flyout. And that flyout is going to go to left for the final out here in the bottom of the third. And we're going to head over to the top of the fourth now with Mule Suttles leading off. Mule Suttles 0 for 1 in the game so far. Righty versus righty is going to be -1. That's going to be a pitcher's card for Old Hoss. A 6-3 is a ground ball. That grounder is going to go to shortstop. So we have 1 out here in the top of the fourth, as Wagner will take it, shoot it over to Gehrig for the first play. And that's going to bring up Frank Robinson. Robinson is a righty. It's a -1 on the roll. That's going to be a pitcher's card. 4-7 is going to be a flyout, so he gets a piece of it, but he is going to fly out to center field for the second out of the game of the inning. And that's going to bring back up Mauer. Mauer, who drew a walk in his last at-bat. He's a left-handed batter. It's going to be +1. That's going to be a batter's card for Mauer. A 3-2 is going to be a flyout, and that flyout is going to go to right. Ichiro takes it in, and we head over to the bottom of the fourth now with Eddie Matthews leading off. Matthews, a left-handed batter. It's going to be +1 on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Matthews. A 3-2 is going to be a strikeout. 1 away, Ivan Rodriguez, the batter. It's going to be -2 on the roll. It's going to be a pitcher's card. 6-7 is going to be a walk. So the walk is Feller's third. He has struck out 5 so far in the game. I think one of the nice things about that app, you go over, you can hit your stats tab, and you could see anything that has happened so far in the game. Batting for the team, pitching, even fielding. So it's really nice benefit there. So that is going to bring up now Eddie Collins with Rodriguez on first after drawing the walk. So it's going to be +2. That's going to be a batter's card for Collins. A 3-9 is another walk. So Feller having trouble locating right now. And that's going to bring up Suzuki, a +1. That's going to be a batter's card for Suzuki. A 6-10 is a base hit. Rodriguez, not very fast. He's just a 3. There's only 1 away. He's not going to have the chance to advance, so it's going to be a line drive. Looks like it went to center, and it's going to be bases loaded with 1 out, and we're heading back to the top of the order. And Ty Cobb, this is not a situation Feller wants to be in, but the captains are looking to take advantage. It's going to be +2. That's going to be a batter's card for Cobb. 5-9 is a ground ball. We got a chance at a double play. That ground ball goes to second base. Second baseman is a 4. That's going to be a tough play. It's on Suzuki. So 7, 8, and 9 are safes at second. He gets a 6, so we got that. And then the shortstop is a 4 on Cobb. This is an incredibly tough double play here. But if they get it, they get out of the inning. A 5, they do not. So a run will score as Suzuki is gunned down at second, and Cobb will reach on the fielder's choice. Robinson over to Wells, and a run will score. As alright, sorry, just trying to get this going. The batter out is a fielder's choice. It was Robinson to Wells. Rodriguez scores. Suzuki was out. Collins safe at third. So we have first and third now, 2 away, and the captains get their first run of the game, and that's going to bring up Honus Wagner with first and third, 2 outs. It's going to be -1. That's a pitcher's card. Can Feller get out of it? He does. A 4-3 is a strikeout. So Feller gets out of it with a called third strike on the corner to Wagner, but not before the damage is done. And heading into the top of the 5th, it is 2-1 Leviathan, still holding on to that lead that they got in the first inning. And that is going to bring up Freddie Lidstrom. Lidstrom is a right-handed batter against a righty. Old Hoss is going to be -2. That's going to be a pitcher's card. A 3-2 is a strikeout, so he'll strike out looking. And we're heading to, sorry, not the top of the order, Ed Roush. Roush is a left-handed batter. It's going to be +1. It's going to be a pitcher's card. A 5-7 is a flyout, and that flyout is going to go to right. Suzuki under it. We head to the top of the order, and Jackie Robinson. Let's see what Robinson has done so far. Robinson is 1 for 2, so he's having a pretty good game. It's going to be -1. That's going to go down to a pitcher's card for Old Hoss, and a 1-1 is a strikeout. So he'll strike out looking, and now we'll do it here in the top of the 5th. We're heading to the bottom of the 5th now, and Gehrig will be leading off. Feller been pitching pretty good. The walks have been getting the better of him, but he's been, for the most part, pretty good so far. It's going to be +2. That's going to be a batter's card for Gehrig. A 4-3 is a grounder, and that ground ball is going to go to first. Greenberg will take it and shoot it to Feller, covering first base. And we have 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th. Manny Ramirez now the batter. It's going to be -1. That's going to be a pitcher's card. A 4-10 is a flyout, so Ramirez getting under it, but will fly out to right field. Sammy Sosa came up in a big spot, but wasn't able to produce, and he's a -2 on this. So he has a pitcher's card, and an 8-2 is going to be a ground ball. So it doesn't look like Sosa's having a great game, as he will ground out to third to end the bottom of the 5th. And now we head to the top of the 6th, and we have to start rolling on our pitchers here. So they are both 5-5s. Most of these pitchers in the league are. And we're going to roll on that first column. Not a lot of changes there, and he will roll a 0, so no change for Old Hoss. I'm thoroughly expecting these pitchers to go deep into games, even with scores that get out of hand. But I will make changes when necessary. So Robinson will be the batter, right? No, Charleston. Charleston is the batter. It's going to be +1 on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card. A 6-9 is a single. So Charleston is aboard. A single to center. He is on first. He's just a 4-speed. You got to remember, Pudge is behind the plate in this game. He's got a 5 arm, so not a lot of base stealing going on. All right, Willie Wells, righty versus righty. It's going to be equal roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Wells. A 2-4 is going to be a line out. He'll get a piece, but will line out to third. Matthews snags it before it gets to the outfield. And here comes Greenberg. Just to recap on what Greenberg has done, he's 1 for 2. He has a home run with 2 RBIs and a run scored. So he's been the offense so far for the Leviathan. It's going to be righty versus righty. It's -1. That's a batter's card for Greenberg. A 1-7. Yep, blue 1, red 7 is going to be a grounder. And that grounder is going to go to third. Matthews takes it, shoots it to Gehrig. That's going to bring up Suttles. Suttles right-handed batter. It's going to be -1. That's going to be a pitcher's card. We got 2 away here. 9-6 is going to be a base hit. So Suttles reaches. Charleston moved to second on that grounder. And that line drive single is going to have runners at first and third with 2 away, and Frank Robinson the batter. Robinson is a righty. It's going to be -1, and that's going to be a pitcher's card. Can Old Hoss get out of this one? A 9-1 he does. It's a line drive, and that liner is going to be snagged by Old Hoss. So Hoss will take it out of the air for the third out here in the top of the 6th. We head to the bottom of the 6th now, and that's going to bring up Matthews, and we do have to roll on Feller. So same column, roll 1 die, and it's a 3, which is no change, so Feller is still good to go. Alright, it's going to be +1, and it's going to be a pitcher's card for Feller. 7-1 is a grounder. Matthews will make the first out of the inning here as he will ground out to Robinson at second. And Rodriguez, the batter, he is a -2 on the roll. That's going to be a pitcher's card. 7-5 is another ground ball. So Feller inducing some ground balls as he will ground out to Robinson as well. And it's going to bring up Eddie Collins with 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. It's going to be +2 on the roll. And a pitcher's card. 8-4 is another ground ball. So after cutting them down on strikes, he's now inducing more ground balls than anything else. And now we'll go right back to Feller as he jams them hard. And Feller will take it and shoot it over to Greenberg for the final out here in the bottom of the 6th. That's going to bring us to the top of the 7th with Joe Mauer, the batter. Mauer 0 for 2 so far in the game. We do have to roll on Old Hoss one more time. Second inning pass, we roll a 3, no change again. Alright, left-handed batter, it's going to be +1. That's going to be batter's card for Mauer looking for his first hit. A 4-4 though is going to be a fly out, and that fly out will go to center. Lindstrom, now the batter, it's going to be -2. That's going to be a pitcher's card. And a 4-3 is a ground ball. Lidstrom will be the second out here as he will shoot a ground ball right back up the middle. Old Hoss will take it and shoot it to Gehrig for the second out. That's going to bring up Ed Roush. He's a lefty. It's going to be +1 on the roll. We got a batter's card for Roush. And a 4-7 is another ground ball. That ground ball is going to go to short. Wagner takes it, shoots it over to Gehrig. So we have 1, 2, 3 innings for each pitcher here. So another chance for them to roll on a positive side if they get a 1, 2, 3 inning. Beller's working for it right now. And we're going to be on Suzuki. We do have to roll on Feller's second inning now passed. We roll an 8, and it is a -2. So Feller gets a knock. It's going to be a -1, -3 now. That could hurt, and we probably will start looking at the bullpen here. So, it's going to be going up against Suzuki, and it's going to be a +3 now. That's going to be a batter's card for Suzuki. And 8-8 is a base hit plus. We're just going to take the single there. And I think we are going to make a call to the bullpen as Feller tires. We can't allow them to give up this lead. So Feller's going to go back in here. Get to my pen, and we have, as you would expect, quite the bullpen. Hoffman, the closer. So I think we are going to go with McGinnity coming out of the pen. Try and keep this lead going. So we are going to hit filler and select our reliever, and we are good to go. And I'm just going to do my line here for McGinnity. Alright, so he is a right-handed pitcher. Cobb bats left. It's going to be +1 on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Cobb. 4-8 is a flyout, and that flyout is going to go to center. So we got one away. Charleston underneath it. That's going to bring up Wagner. It's going to be righty versus righty. It's a -1. That's going to be a batter's card for Wagner. A 1-3 is a ground ball. We got a chance at a double play here. That ground ball is going to go to short. Wells is a 4. Suzuki is, of course, super fast. And we're going to roll one die. You got a 7, 8, 9 chance. He is out at second. And Robinson is a 4 on the turn, trying to get Wagner out. Roll a 10, and they get a double play. They turn the deuce. Ground ball. Double play. Wells to Robinson to Greenberg for the 6-4-3, and now I'll end at the bottom of the 7th as the captain's threatened but can't get anything across. And that's going to be now heading to the top of the order. Robinson, who just turned a successful double play, we're going to have to roll on Hoss here. We roll a 5, it is a -1. So he will go down to a -3, -4. And he's going to be equal roll against Robinson. That's going to be a pitcher's card. And 8-4 is a ground ball. And that grounder is going to go to shortstop. Oscar Charleston, the batter. It's going to be +1 on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Charleston. A 10-7 is going to be a single. So Charleston is aboard. That single goes to left. And again, we're not going to try and steal. He's just a 4. That's going to bring up Willie Wells with a man on and one away. It's going to be righty versus righty for a +1. That's going to be a batter's card for Wells. Looking to tack on some insurance, and a 7-7 is going to be a base hit. That one goes to center. We got first and second, one away, and Greenberg, who tagged a long ball in the first inning, it's going to be the batter. It's going to be equal roll. That's going to be a pitcher's card. 6-4 is a ground ball, so chance at a double play here. That ground ball is going to go to shortstop. Wagner is a 4 on Wells. He is out there. And the turn on Collins is a 5, trying to get Greenberg out. Good chance at a DP, and we get it. A double play is going to get out of the top of the 8th. So 2 double plays in the last 2 innings to end the innings, as we got a 6-4-3 to end it here in the top of the 8th. All right, so we're heading now to the bottom of the 8th. Lou Gehrig, the batter. McGinnity still pitching. It's going to be +1. That's going to be a batter's card for Gehrig. A 3-6 is a flyout. That flyout is going to go to right. Ramirez, the batter. It's going to be -1. That's a pitcher's card. A 6-10 is a base hit, so Ramirez will get on. I believe that is his first hit. So single to right. And we're going to go to Sammy Sosa, who's looking to make up for some missed opportunities. We have a -2 on a roll, though. And that's going to be a pitcher's card. A 5-8 is going to be a ground ball. We got a chance at a double play, a little bit easier one here. That ground ball is going to go to third. Lidstrom is a 4. Ramirez needs an 8. He does not get it. Robinson is a 4. Need a 7, 8, 9 on Sosa. He does beat it out, so Sosa will beat it out on a fielder's choice. Lidstrom to Robinson. So we have 2 away. Eddie Matthews, a batter. It's going to be equal roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Matthews. Can he do the job here for the Captains? He cannot. A 3-4 is going to be a fly out for the last out, as Matthews will fly out to left. Now we head to the top of the ninth. Old Hoss still on the mound. We have to roll. He is a -1. And I think in this situation we would roll on him. Let's see, 6, 7, 8. No, it's going to be on the 4th. It's a -1. What do we got coming up? Suttles, Robinson. I mean, I don't even know why I bother looking. These lineups are stacked. I think we're going to take them out. We don't want to let the game get too out of hand. So, Old Hoss, you pitched well, my friend, but we're going to go to the pen. Gary and Roger, I hope you guys are enjoying this game. This has been fun. Little pitcher's duel. And trying to figure out who I want to have come in here. And it looks like we're going to have, let's see, got righty, a bunch of righties coming up. Smokey Joe Williams is going to be coming in to try and keep this game within reach. So we'll go ahead and take out Old Hoss, put in Smokey Joe, and we are all set to go just like that. So Muse Suttles is the batter. It's righty versus righty. A couple of Negro Leaguers going at it here. It's going to be equal roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Suttles. 7-5 is a fly ball, and that fly ball is going to go to right. Frank Robinson now the batter. It's going to be equal roll. That's going to be a pitcher's card for Smokey Joe. A 3-6 is going to be another fly ball. So Leviathan getting pieces of it, but can't do anything with it, as Robinson will fly out to center. Joe Mauer, the batter. It's going to be a lefty batter. It's going to be +2 on the roll here, but it stays a pitcher's card. A 10-10, though, is a -4. So a possible home run. Mauer is just a 2, so it's going to be a -2 on a home run for Joe Mauer. Let's see what we get here. -2 applied to the roll. It is not a home run. That is a fly out, and that fly out will go to right. So Mauer gets a piece of it, but Suzuki able to climb the fence and bring it back. As a stellar play will bring us to the bottom of the ninth now, with the Captain's last hope, starting with Ivan Rodriguez. Ivan Rodriguez, let's take a look, see what he has done so far. Rodriguez is 0 for 3, so not having a great game. McGinnity is still on the mound. It's going to be, oh, you know what? We have a closer situation here, and I think Leviathan is going to go to their closer. Hell's Bells is going to be playing on the loudspeakers here. Well, I guess not. They're the visiting team, so I guess they wouldn't play his entrance theme music. But Hoffman will be coming in to try and close things out here for the Leviathan. So we're going to go tap McGinnity and put in Trevor Hoffman. That's why we have these guys for these situations. And that's going to be Hoffman against Ivan Rodriguez. I'm sure they faced off at some point in their career. As I drop my die. Alright, it's righty versus righty. It's -2. That's going to be a pitcher's card. 2-10 is a fly out. And that fly out is going to go to left. One away here in the bottom of the ninth, as the Captains are running out of outs. Eddie Collins now the batter. It's going to be +1. That's going to be going up to a batter's card for Collins. A 10-7 is a base hit, so Collins reaches. And that single is going to go to left. Ooh, a lot of speed coming up. Mauer already gunned down one. I don't think we're going to try for the steal on base. Suzuki coming up. It is equal roll. That is batter's card for Suzuki. A very dangerous matrix. An 8-6 is a base hit. Base hit is going to go to right. We have first and second, one away. And And back to the top of the order, Ty Cobb. Trevor Hoffman in trouble here. Can he get out of it? It's going to be +1 for Cobb. That's going to be a batter's card. A 2-5 is a ground ball. Where's that ground ball going to go? That ground ball is going to go to second. That's a 4 on Suzuki. Oh, man. Do I want to just get the automatic out? I guess we're going to go for the double play. 7, 8, 9 are the safes. Roll a 5, so he is out there. Wells on the turn is a 4 on Cobb, who's up. And this could end the game right here. A 1, 4, 7, 8, and 10 are out. They get it. A game-ending double play by the Leviathan. Ground ball. Batter out. Double play. Game over. Fantastic. They definitely looked like they were on the verge of scoring some runs there, but that will end the game as the Leviathan beat the Captains 2-1 in opening day game of the ODBLL. Fantastic. Let's take a look here. We're going to go ahead and end game. It continues until you hit game over. And the winning pitcher is going to be Feller. The losing pitcher is going to be Old Hoss. And the save is going to go to Hoffman. I'm going to save and finalize that. We're going to go to our box score here real quick. We're going to check out the pitching. Old Hoss went 8 innings, gave up 2 runs. That was off a home run by Hank Greenberg. Trying to get it out of the light here. So he had a fantastic performance, 2 strikeouts and a walk. On the other side, if we find out how to do that, Bob Feller went 6 innings, gave up 6 hits, only 1 run, striking out 6 and walking 4. So pretty much the performance you would expect. A lot of strikeouts with a good amount of walks. Hoffman comes in, gives up 2 hits in the bottom of the 9th, but is able to get out of it for the save. Let's see, the offensive player of the game is going to have to go to Hank Greenberg, who had that 2-run shot in the first inning. He goes 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. So that is the first game of the ODBLL. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Roger, your team comes out on top. Gary, you're going to have to make some adjustments and see if you can get some offense going. But very, very exciting and fun game. I'm quite happy with that. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. And stay tuned for another game coming up in the ODBLL or the home run, or sorry, not the home run, the King of the Hill tournament with the pro version of the game, or the CBA. So I got a lot of things going on, a lot of gameplay videos, and be on the lookout for some new exciting stuff in 2025. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit that thumbs up, leave a comment below. I appreciate you joining me tonight. Have a great night.